I'm Brittany. Welcome to Sparkle Kitchen. On today's show, I'm going to show you how to make dairy-free eggnog. And this recipe is just going to make 2 servings. So your ingredients are, first off, you're going to need pasture-raised eggs. And the reason you need pasture-raised eggs is because this version of eggnog is completely raw, so we're going to be using raw eggs. And if you're worried at all about salmonella, salmonella is actually on the outside of the egg shell. So just run them under some water and dry them off really well with a towel, and you should be totally fine. Okay, so separate the egg whites from the egg yolks, and you're just going to be using the egg yolks, so you'll need 2 of those. And then we have our dairy-free milk, and I'm using coconut milk for this because it's nice and thick and it gets really rich and creamy. So I have light coconut milk. We're going to use a 1/2 cup of that. And then I have full-fat coconut milk, and we're going to use 1.5 cups of that. And some good quality vanilla, of course, too. We're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I have my grade B maple syrup. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And then you have your spices. Nutmeg is the signature spice in any good eggnog. So I have a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon to give it some more spice, a little pinch of allspice, and a little pinch of salt too. So you want that sweet and salty in there. So those are the spices. And really all you do is you put all of that into a vessel and you use your immersion blender and just mix it all up. So I'm just gonna add all of this to my mason jar. And I really love this size mason jar for this because it's just really easy to store. You need to keep eggnog chilled. You can just slap the lid on it and throw it in the fridge and let that chill for a while, and then it's the perfect temperature for your party. So I really like it. And bonus points too, because when you use an immersion blender with it, it stays all contained and there's absolutely no mess. Really easy cleanup for that. All right, I'm putting up my spices in here. Now I'm going to use some vanilla. Put that in here. Oh, I love vanilla. It makes everything so heavenly. Vanilla has the scent of heaven, I think. The flavor of heaven. Okay, and then a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And this is pure maple syrup from Vermont. I like my high quality ingredients. I'm gonna put that in there. Ooh, nice and sweet. And that's it. And you can put them in any order, doesn't really matter. Just put them all in a jar. And then I'm gonna take my immersion blender, kind of set it on the bottom so that it gets nice into the egg yolks, and turn it on. And it'll really whip up pretty quickly too. You can kind of start it on the bottom and then move up a little bit. And it's gonna get nice and rich and frothy and so delicious. Oh yeah. And there's a reason we use more full-fat coconut milk than light coconut milk, because this is gonna be extra, extra rich. Just the way I like my eggnog. So at the very end, kind of put the immersion blender on the top so that it gets nice and frothy. And it may take a little bit. And you can easily scale this recipe up. Just double all the ingredients, triple all of the ingredients, quadruple it. If you're having a big party, it's a big crowd pleaser. All right, I really like mine frothy. Once it's to your frothiness liking, just kind of set the immersion blender over there. And I picked a really lovely glass that I think is so festive and even matches my shirt. Makes me happy. And then I'm going to pour myself a little bit. Ooh, not too much, because eggnog is very calorie dense. And then I have some lovely cinnamon sticks. And I put that on top. Cheers. Oh my God. Okay. That is phenomenal. I would have no idea that that is dairy-free eggnog. It's so good. Oh, all right. So to store this, pop a lid on it, throw it in the fridge, chill it for a couple of hours, it'll be perfect for your party. You just want to make sure that you enjoy this and the first day that you make it, because that's going to be the freshest and you don't want those egg yolks going bad. All right, enjoy.